Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé. Let's watch.
Oh my gosh.
Mahogany?
Oh.
You are real?
Oh my God.
Wow. Twist. Did not expect that to happen. I fully expected this to end the season. You know, we would end the season with Ben having never met her. And so maybe this is a summit situation where they actually, their heart was in it, but they were just putting up, I don't know, let's find out.
Wow.
No me sentía lista para venir. Y estaba a punto de no hacerlo. Me sentía muy nerviosa porque mis padres piensan que él tiene otras intenciones.
Wow. I mean, if that's true, which, you know, we'll hold out for, then this whole thing was real and truthful. Why didn't she want to do video chatting with him? Is she in like a cult or some kind of abusive relationship with her parents that she can't? I mean, wow. So, I don't know. I mean, there's also a chance that she shows up and she's like, so, I love you so much. Hey, can you pay for this? You know, so I don't know. Let's find out.
No, it's
You
fine.
wait me all too much time, maybe.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
wow.
Ah.
When she walked down that little hallway, I was blown away. And since she never video chatted me, I am so relieved that Mahogany is a woman and beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, why would she never video chat with him? And what was up with that super shady 2-second video of, my name is Mahogany, I am Mahogany? I mean, maybe there's other things, but there's so many questions.
I've waited a long time to see you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Lo siento por ayer. Me sentí mal. No fue fácil no poder
No,
ir ayer
no.
al aeropuerto.
Muy difícil.
Muy difícil. No me sentía bien.
Okay, so she feels really bad. She wasn't able to see him at the airport. All right. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there are legit coinciding reasons why she looked like a catfisher this whole time.
Pero de por sí su personalidad era casi la misma. What about me?
Me encanta tu sonrisa.
Oh, really?
I do.
Oh.
So beautiful. No doubt.
I mean, either she's nervous or, you know, just awkward, or she is... I mean, if I just saw an interaction like this, I would assume she was an employee and he was a customer of, you know, like she's the manager of the restaurant and decided to have a conversation. Like her demeanor seems quite put on, but, you know, it's the first meeting. She's on television, so who knows? But I don't know. This is giving me a weird vibe. Maybe, I hope I'm wrong.
In person, Mahogany does look a little different than she does in the pictures. And I could tell that her pictures that she sent me were doctored a little bit.
A little bit? Yeah, a little bit. So I don't know if I show this clip, but she told him, and in an interview, you know, that they intersperse, that he's not as muscly as he looks in his pictures. Well, he has a shirt on. Do you understand? Okay. And I think he is as much. Anyway, point is that she is accusing him of looking different in real life. Okay.
Gracias. But to me, the most important thing is the aura that she gives off and just this presence of kindness and love that just emanates from her.
Yeah. So can this work? Is it real? I guess we'll find out. But, you know, a lot of people, I guess this is an extreme version of something that people experience a lot these days, where their Tinder photo is flattering in a way that doesn't necessarily last when you meet them in person. That happens a lot. People, now there's a range of ethics there. Like when you're posting a picture you're free to pick a picture that represents you well. I think it's deceptive and a little immoral, honestly, to use filters or pictures from different times, or I don't know, that really Photoshop pictures that really like go beyond a certain level, right? You know, like there's a difference between I'm going to do a selfie from up here because it's more flattering to, I think, what Mahogany did. What Mahogany did, from my gauge, was beyond reasonable. The other thing is, again, why no video chat? Now, I will say that if this is legit, which I'm still not sure of, obviously, that they connected over their communication, their conversations. So maybe that will save them and bond them.
Okay. Mi pregunta.
Okay,
Okay.
come on.
All right. ¿Por qué amas? Why do you love me? Why?
Questioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is a hard question for a lot of people to ask when they're put on the spot, so I'm not going to hold that against her, but it's a great question, and let's see what we get in terms of demeanor and delivery and word choice and sincerity.
Creo que tienes un corazón enorme.
Aw.
No,
De
it's not
verdad.
sweet. It's not sweet.
Okay.
It's just true,
Yeah.
Benjamin. You have a lot of beautiful soul, and I think you love God. And for me, it's really important.
Okay. I mean, there's some evidence that she understands him, and he's not one of 1,000 catfished individuals for her, and that she likes him based on his qualities. I mean, it's a slight indication. He still could be one of thousands of catfished individuals, and she just says that to all of them. You have a good soul. I mean, it's not really particularly specific. And the fact that he is a religious person, again, it wouldn't be hard for her to look at her notes and remember that that's his life, and he was a minister.
Both of us have a long road ahead of us,
Yes.
and it's going to be built on trust. And I want to earn that trust. And I still have a lot to prove, especially to your parents,
Yes.
but I will. I'm very confident.
Okay.
She got a little shifty. I mean, I'm not going to propose that we can tell what's going on in her mind through her body language, as some people will claim. It's just not accurate. There's no accurate way of knowing. There's no accurate way of reading people's minds, regardless of anything, let alone body language or eye movement and that kind of thing. But she did seem a little shifty when he was talking about a long road, and that's going to be built on trust. And I think that it's good for him to focus on that. Like, proof's in the pudding, right? So, I think he sees that now.
Obviamente que es simpático, es atractivo. Que me siento feliz por eso. Pero puedo ver que sus sentimientos de él son mucho más fuertes y que él se está tomando las cosas mucho más en serias que yo.
Interesting. So, is that a genuine statement, or is that her way of saying, well, he's one of hundreds of catfished individuals, or I was just literally lying to him for my own enjoyment? I don't want to say that. She doesn't seem like that kind of person. Who knows? But if that's true, if we go with that she's legit and that she was just flirting with him, then was she playing so sometimes people will do this, that when they know a relationship is not likely to have any kind of consequences, like if you're in a different town, or if you're dating someone and you know that person, like if you go to like Whistler, for example, north of Seattle here in Canada, it's a ski resort, and a lot of people move there to work over the winter. And there's a lot of young people who will become restaurant workers and hotel people and ski instructors and whatnot. And so you could be there for 3 or 4 months, and sometimes people will kind of release themselves from scrutinizing their partners, because they know that, because people are coming from all over the world. There are people from Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Europe, all over the United States, and Canada, obviously. And so you can maybe feel like, well, it's all going to end eventually anyway, so what's the big deal? And it kind of releases you to be extremely expressive and vulnerable in a way that you need to be, but usually you're more reserved because you're worried about committing to someone and hurting their feelings, or you're worried about the long-term viability of the relationship. So it could be, it's just an hypothesis, there's no evidence of this precisely, but that for her, when she was texting with him online, she's like, well, we live halfway across the world. We're never going to see each other. And so she pours her heart into it, and it feels good. It's like, wow, it just feels really nice. And I think a lot of this kind of communication is happening online, actually, that people fully intend or don't think they're ever going to actually meet this person, but they just really go for it, vulnerability-wise, perhaps even romantic-wise, maybe even sexting-wise, because you're free. There's a freedom there. And so then he takes it seriously, comes down there, and she's like, oh, well, I never really thought that we were going to see each other, so I never really, committed myself to him in my mind. There's that. Another possibility is that she's been dating other people. Another possibility is that he read into it, that they were, having conversations, but he was like, oh my God, she is my soulmate, da da da. And she was more like, yeah, it's fun to flirt with this guy. So I don't know. Let's see what happens.
I want to hug you first.
What?
I want to hug you first.
Okay.
And say goodbye, because I'm not going to be able to see you until tomorrow. But I love you so much. And I'm so glad that you came to see me.
That looks like a resistant hug from her side. She's like, so it's not a good sign for anybody.
An amazing person. Amazing.
Thank you. You too.
I love you. All right.
So if he was seeing what he wanted to see, as we've been hypothesizing, or I've been hypothesizing, that it's a result of lack of experience, which we know that he will admit that he has regarding dating, that he has a kind of a fantasy version of the world, maybe even a desperation that fills in the gaps. Darcy seemingly would do that at times. So, I don't know. But maybe her love will grow.
I definitely still see her as my future wife, but we are definitely on two different levels right now. I still have my heart out there. I love her. I want to express that to her.
Okay, good. So he can recognize, I think he's recognizing that she's not totally in love with me. But I still want to give this a chance. So I think he's recognizing that, which is good.
But she is not reciprocating, and she's just not the same way that she was online. She's not saying I love you back, and that is very concerning.
Okay, good. He's seeing it, and it's hard to know what that means from her side. Is she lying the whole time? Is she just shy? I guess we'll find out. All right, well, if you didn't know, I'm on Cameo. You can do a cameo. I don't know, what do you say? What's the verb? Get a cameo with me that wishes someone a happy birthday or happy anniversary or happy holidays or something. It's kind of fun to connect with people in that way. And I don't know, it's just kind of fun. And also you can buy merch. You can get t-shirts and mugs and whatnot. The link should be below. Sometimes it's fun to get that. Sometimes it's good to give that as a gift. Some people do that. What I love is when people post pictures on Instagram and tag me or Facebook or something, or just email the picture to me, because with merch, with a mug and a t-shirt or something, it really brightens my day and my wife's day, because she designs all these things, and it's kind of her project, one of her projects, and so it's nice to see her designs and hard work in the wild. And because if I designed these t-shirts and mugs, they would have been terrible. So it's hard to design like a compelling t-shirt or mug. So anyway, that's that. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.